I'm about to stack a few million, been working 25. All by myself, I don't give a damn what y'all say. I'm making cause I'm made to handle pressure. Niggas hating, but I'm made to handle pressure. About to stack a few million, been working 25. All by myself, I don't give a damn what y'all say. I'm making cause I'm made to handle pressure. Niggas hating, but I'm made to handle pressure. They'll never get to me, and I don't give a damn. I'm out here trying to make history. You was dissing me, now you all on my dick and wanna collab with a nigga, but don't say shit to me. Can't deal with the fake, the grass be covered in snakes. I can't expect a bitch nigga to ever be real if it's not in his family trade. Swimming infinity pools, we chillin'. Niggas will pay for the mood I'm feeling. Here for my people like Kaepernick kneeling, like Bron in Miami, don't make me a villain. Wow, I'm ready and willing to do what I gotta do just to go make me a killing. Watching for vultures and biters who jockin' my trip, cause you know how these niggas be stealing. I see they wanna compete with me, and they wanna beef. I want them to eat with me, on their hands and they feet with me. We grinding for real, I know it may seem easy. My dog.
I thought it was gonna switch me over automatically. I did that on purpose. I wanted to see if it would switch me over automatically. And here we go.
Fair enough. I was confused.
Is it gonna switch me? I'm like, let me see if this is gonna switch automatically. I think I gotta set it up that way, but it's been a while since I tried to manually do it. But
I ain't gonna lie, I was confused.
But Yeah, I was a little bit too, but it all came together. So I know next time I just gotta set the settings up so that it does that. So, but hey guys, welcome back to the episode 101 of the Don't Cancel Me podcast. I am Petrie Perfect.
I'm Vino Flight.
And thank y'all for joining us for great conversations here in a safe space. I think that's like I'm a slogan that up some way, but that's I think I like that. So great conversations.
I like it. I like that.
Yeah, I like it too. Shout out to Casey right now. Casey says she's watching all the way from Hawaii.
Hey,
let me that deserves to go on the on the screen. Yeah,
two of my aunts just got back from Hawaii. They said they loved it.
Man, I had a coworker that went to Hawaii. They couldn't stop raving about it, man. Couldn't stop raving about it. Shout out to Raven. Raven said, "What's up?" Shout out to Mom. I'm sorry, Mom. You the first one in here. Shout out to Mama. Also, here every episode. At least gonna make an appearance and leave a comment. So always love your support. Shout out to Raven. Raven is in here. So make sure y'all get in here, get on the chat. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Share it to y'all pages right now, y'all. We back. Episode 101. I know what I forgot to do. I knew that was a social media I was forgetting. Twitter. So shout out to everybody that's watching right now, man. We glad that y'all decided to spend y'all Tuesday evenings with us. Y'all have done it for 100 episodes, so let's get ready to go do the next 100.
Yes, sir. Damn, it's crazy. Now we on a mission to the next 100.
And when I said it too, and I was like, we're back for episode 100. I mean, it's so long to get that out.
Yeah, it is 100. Golly.
But we here though. There's some people who don't even get to 30 and 40.
Some people don't even get to 10, 15.
I'm drinking I like to call this a Maui Taui blast.
Oh boy, you got the names, don't you?
I literally just made that up.
Maui Taui blast. What's in a Maui Taui blast?
Man, pouch margarita.
Okay.
The pouch margarita, the blueberry margarita, some vodka.
Okay.
I just mixed some stuff together. Literally, I was in them like Bill Nye.
Okay. Hey, y'all in the DC and we all fam. In the club, we all fam.
Shout out to my bride who think we're gonna be famous now because we didn't drop the engagement photos.
Them engagement photos was hard though. I ain't gonna lie.
It definitely was hard.
They was hard.
That's your 5,000 to the one-on-one beat for the intro. I'm not. Why would we do that, Raven? That's copyright. We're just giving everybody a little chance to get into here right now. We got a lot to get into today, y'all. It's gonna be a fun story. I'm sorry.
Casey want to know what the Maui Taui blast is.
I just explained what a Maui Taui blast is, and shout out to you. I did that because you was in Hawaii. That's why I named it a Maui Taui blast. What island you on, Casey?
There you go. Creative. You know what? I didn't even think of that. Once again, creative.
I was like 40 years old when I found out Hawaii is not just Hawaii. Like there's different islands.
You said I was 40 years old.
I thought like all of it was Hawaii until I found out you had like different islands and stuff.
That make up Hawaii.
Right.
Yeah.
I heard it's expensive out there too. Is it really?
Nah, yeah, I definitely heard that. I heard like
sorry, Flight. Yeah. 101 1
Once again, when we make it, we got you. You on the payroll. When we make it, she on the payroll. She got to be the first one for sure. Jay, what's going down?
What's going on?
Kyle, I don't know.
Kyle, I go to Oahu tomorrow. So how do you get there? Like, do you have to like do you like get on one of them planes that turn into boats?
Either the little them pedal something. What them paddle? I forgot what they call them.
Nah, no way you paddle boating all the way to another island, bro.
The planes, they call them like ponds.
Oh, you talking about the one in the movie that always sounds the same?
Yeah. I think you take those, or you take it by boat too. Yeah, she said gas is $5. I know, like milk and a loaf of bread is crazy work. And like,
gas is $5 in Vegas. I mean, LA. You said milk and bread.
Milk and bread is crazy expensive in Hawaii. From what I've heard, I don't know what it's like now, but it's no boats. I thought there was like you could travel by boat or plane. There's no boats, so you have to fly. Okay. Nah, yeah. Hawaii expensive, but I hear it's beautiful though, for sure.
Mm-hmm. All right, there we go.
There's an island literally called the Big Island. That's insane. That must be where the airport is then.
And last, I know this is Casey. We're not going to keep asking you questions because this is not your show. But are you? Why are you out there? Is this a business thing or is this just a vacation?
She probably just vacated.
Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with that either. I didn't know she was out there. Shout out to her.
Yeah, shout out to her.
What the let me try to see. It's crazy that I'm gonna go ahead and get this show started off. So Lexi, thank everybody for coming in. We got some people in here. Y'all are here. Hey, if y'all could, if everybody that's watching right now could do me a favor, just get on there and share. No, okay, hold on. Where is it at? Where did she see it at? I did, Raven. I did. Raven just texted me something, but I did, Raven. I just want you to know I did. I put the wrong thing up. So I'm gonna send you what she said for like, I don't want to talk about it. It's embarrassing. Well, okay, I'll tell you. So she's saying why this is a safe space. Raven just texted me and said why I didn't pay to get the watermark off the logo. I don't know which one she's talking about necessarily, but I might have been when I put the wrong one. Because I still got because you see the original logo right here, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gotta. Yeah, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna get everything. Friend is getting married, but I'm out here for 2 weeks. Most of it was solo. I only seen them for 2 days. You out there for 2? That's dope.
That's fire.
Dope. I'm glad, man. I'm glad you done came up, bro.
That's fire.
I'm glad she done came up.
For real.
Raven, stop telling her business. Raven, you can't watch a good movie around Raven. You can't watch a good movie. Raven gonna spoil it.
She gonna tell everything, type shit.
Everything. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, right. I think I had put the wrong one because it was a long thing, but I am gonna go through and change them all. So, but shout out to you for pointing that out though. I know you just looking out for your boy. All right, so okay, hold on. I lost what I was looking for. So thank you everybody for tuning in. Like I said, we appreciate y'all. If y'all can, just make sure y'all share it to y'all page. Just we want to make sure we get. Why am I freezing a little bit? Am I back? Am I back?
You back on my end?
Okay, I was freezing a little bit. We want to make sure that we like and share this to everybody that you can. Just one share. You ain't got to put no caption on it. Just share. Just hit the share button and let people in for themselves. But I want to start off with a word today because I seen something that was baffling to me.
Okay.
Have you heard of the? And I know Kate is Kate around?
I mean, she could be watching it while she's doing cardio right now, so she could be watching.
Speaking of Kate, I need to find out how many monkeys they caught. The last time I saw, they was at 23 out of the 43. So I want to know how many. I meant to look that up so we can have an update for the people. They might have caught all of them by now. But anyways, the polar night. Have you heard of the polar night?
Can't say that I have.
Okay, well today we're gonna learn something, everybody. The northernmost. There she go. I know. Kate, you've heard of the polar night. The northern. No, we're gonna get there, Ray, but that's not how we start this right now. The northernmost town in America is about to experience several weeks of darkness. After getting 30 minutes of daylight, the town of, I don't know how to say this, Utagatakavee, Alaska, formerly known as Barrow, saw its final sunset of the year on Monday as it enters into a polar night.
Oh, yeah. Because Alaska is dark for 6 months out of the year.
So, when was this article? This was yesterday, I believe. So, November 19th. What's today? Oh, so today. Okay. So today, This is great, bro. This is to me. This is mind blowing when I seen this. Today, the sun has set for the final time until January 22nd.
I could have sworn because my uncle used to. I think he was stationed out there when he was in the Air Force, but he told me that it stayed like dark, so like sunset, like dusk, all day for like half the year. So that like I didn't know that was just some weeks. I thought that was for half the year. During the summer, the sun doesn't fully set either. Same in okay. So yeah, I thought that I didn't know it was like a month thing. What you talk about, I thought it was like half the year from what I was told.
Right, and I've heard of
either
this
way, it's
too.
mind blowing.
Right, I've heard of it too, and the fact that the sun set today, and these people not going to get to see the sun until January 22nd is mind blowing.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Could you imagine being in that situation? Be in Houston and you don't see the sun until January 22nd.
I get irritated when it's cloudy for a week. Like if it's cloudy for a week, it's depressing.
Nah, yeah, for sure.
Your mood literally changes if it's cloudy for a week. I feel like I'm chopping. Chat, let me know if I'm chopping this stuff on. I feel like I'm looking at myself chop. But let me know, chat, if I'm chopping it and if y'all can hear me and y'all can see me pretty good. But it fully, when it's cloudy, it's depressing. After about 3-4 days of just straight cloudiness and windy and sunny, windy and rain, it starts getting depressed. Like, man, this again. Like you wake up, it's just a thing when you wake up and there's a beautiful day outside.
Yeah, for sure.
It just brightens your mood naturally.
That's why people in Seattle are so depressed.
Right. It's like the number one most depressed city in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, that you're right. You're absolutely right about that.
Oh, they have sunlights up there to keep their sanity. That's well, shout out to I would say the government, I'm assuming in Alaska. Because that's dope. To actually have something like that to keep people's spirits up. That's dope. I didn't know they had anything like that. I thought it's just what it is. They just accepted it. Kind of like how the people in Seattle be accepting rain every damn day.
But it reminds me about the darkness that's in your life.
Oh, okay now. Come on now.
The darkness that sets over your life. I want you to remember something today, Flight. It's always for a limited time only.
Come on now.
That ain't only for Burger King.
Come on.
That ain't only for Whataburger. Not Macy's. Not Dillard's. Your depression is only for a limited time only.
Only for a limited time.
God has a time when that sun is gonna rise again.
Come on now.
Just like these people in Alaska.
Yeah.
I want you to take a word from that today. Just like these people from Alaska, the sun will shine again.
Yes, it will.
But see, God, he does good. Why? Because he give you sunlights.
Come on now.
He give you sunlights. Because K gave us a word. It says it right there in Genesis that they give them sunlights to keep their sanity.
Come on now.
Remember that.
Come on now. You gotta preach.
Remember that.
Remember
that. The darkness won't last forever.
Come on now.
So you just going through your polar night.
Oh, he talking, y'all.
You just going through your polar night. That's all you're doing right now, Fly. You just going through your polar night.
He talking, y'all. Y'all better listen.
But keep on living, Flight, because then you'll be in Hawaii. Let's
go on now.
Let's go on to the next thing, man. That's just too much.
That's too much my gosh, what a word.
That's too much now.
What a word. Y'all go ahead and clap that up.
Hey, Raven, what we gonna call that segment? Don't cancel my encouragement.
Don't cancel my encouragement.
Shout out to Raven for that.
I love it. Raven. Once again, I didn't say it damn near every episode for the last 12, 15 episodes. When we make it big, you on the payroll. For sure. Because wow. Don't cancel my encouragement. That's an amazing, that's an amazing segment. That has to. That you got now. You can't. You have to keep going. You got to.
I'll try to have a new word next week. I'll get into my Bible.
Come on now. You was, hey man, you was in there. I felt something.
I think Raph would have been proud of me.
He definitely would have been proud of you.
Proud of me. He would have. I'm gonna clip that and send it to him.
He definitely proud of you. For sure.
I forgot I said that. Shout out to Raven. She's gonna be at my house this weekend. I'm excited to see her. But yes. Okay, go ahead.
I mean, it has nothing to do. I just thought about it because I'm actually gonna be in Houston next week.
Okay,
but the timing of it is
Thanksgiving.
It won't be
Yeah, okay.
But it won't be in time for the pod. We'll actually be traveling. But I'm trying to. I don't know. I get with you, but just saying, if something is happening within that week, I know y'all doing Friendsgiving this week.
This week.
Yeah. So I don't know if y'all happen to do like a little shindig, get together, whatever the case may be.
What's next weekend? Yeah, I figured out. I talked to you. We don't matter. Just let me and Chaz know. We'll make some stuff shake. But make sure you like and subscribe before we move on to the next thing. I want to go ahead and touch on this really quick. I want to stay here first. Then we're gonna get on to the ignorant stuff. But I want to stay here right now in our first major story of the day. I want to go into this Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight that happened on the last Friday at your home, well, not your hometown technically, but out your way at AT&T Stadium. So for those who might have been under a rock this last week, Jake Paul and Mike Tyson had a fight, a big major boxing event that took place in Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium on Friday, whatever it was, November 15th. It was a highly anticipated fight that had an amazing card. Of course, people wanted to see the YouTube sensation. The I forgot they call him Jake something Paul. I said nobody ever called him that. And you hear that?
Yeah, I can't remember what the name was, but when
like the Guala, nobody ever called him that.
I was like, what? I ain't never heard Jake Paul be referred to anything but Jake Paul.
Right, and then of course Iron Mike Tyson. There's a lot of controversy coming out of this fight. Of course, I did release a video, my quick reactions, if you want to go on the YouTube page and check it out. But it was literally a quick reaction because I wanted to really go into it on the podcast, which I'm excited to talk about. It did gain some traction. It gained between TikTok and YouTube. A lot of conversations took place in the comment section. A lot of people saying that it was rigged. A lot of people saying Jake Paul is disrespecting the sport. And so before we kind of get into it, like people had a chance to hear what I had to say. I will go at it again, but I want people to hear what you got to say. So what was your take on the fight Friday night, just from the beginning to the end, the hype, the build up, like whatever you want to speak on? What was your thoughts on the fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson?
I think that it's all for entertainment purposes, right? Because we know that Jake Paul is an entertainer in himself. He started out his career in YouTube, entertaining people, and now he's just took it to a sport level, being entertaining people. We know that the people that he has on his record, on his resume, aren't really fighters. The one time he did, I can't remember who it was that he lost to, but that was a real fighter, if I'm not mistaken. So, he's very selective with
Tommy Fury.
We know that he's real selective when he's picking these bouts. So obviously, of course, he's going to pick Mike Tyson. He's up there in age. And also on top of that, which also makes this tough to watch because obviously when I could watch, shout out to Netflix. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. Yeah. We'll get into that. When I could watch, I can tell Mike Tyson is 60. 58. You can tell he's 60, bro. And on top of that, the fight was supposed to happen in July. And it got pushed back because of a health concern, which was very, very serious at the time. He could have lost his life. So for him to be out there and fight, it was definitely about the bread. He still didn't want, Mike Tyson didn't want to disappoint the people, disappoint his fans. So I think it was very just, I don't want to say, well, no, it was staged, I think. But also, I think you can only stage so much as my camera goes out. We'll be dealing with that a lot.
You still hit off like? No, see, make sure. I don't know if he.
Here we go. Wait. Nah, I'm still here. It's just my camera's out.
You froze.
But
finish your thought. Finish your thought real quick. Yeah, finish your thought real quick.
But yeah, I think it was staged. I think it's always so much you can do in an actual bout live event. But I think it was staged. I mean, what? Come on, bro. Mike Tyson is 58 years old, and he looked every. I enjoyed it just because I got to see Mike Tyson in the ring again, and I also believe that I know it was about the money. I know it was about the money at the end of the day. So and I mean Netflix also kind of ruined the experience for me too. But also I don't want to take away from Mike Tyson. Shout out to Mike Tyson, 58 years old. You still got in the ring and did a little something, nothing crazy, but 58 years old, that you doing more than a lot of 58. You doing a lot more than what a lot of 35, 40-year-olds is doing. So
right.
Mike Tyson for even still competing after his health scare. But
right.
That definitely wasn't no real fight. I don't even think Jake Paul is definitely gonna floss and say that, you know, he beat Mike Tyson. I didn't want to knock him out because I felt all of that BS, but it's a part of the game of entertainment. So I ain't mad at it. Get your bread, young buck.
So a couple things I agree with you on, a couple things that I see differently.
Mm-hmm.
With of course I will say I don't want to use the word staged, but you are right. This is for entertainment purposes. Yeah, Mike Tyson is known as the deadliest. Yeah, it's the most deadliest. You know, he's the most feared man on the planet, the scariest man on the planet. This dude don't even make sense when he's talking. He bite ears off. He has the most vicious, what was it, left hook? The most vicious left or right hook, whatever it is. Hook. I don't care which one it come from.
Don't matter.
You know, it don't matter. You know, Tyson had one of these incredible story. We'll talk about something too regarding it. That's why I wanted to start here, because I feel like, excuse me, there's a lot of different ways we can go with this, or we'll go with this. But for right now, the way I looked at the fight for me, the fight went exactly like I thought it would.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that he was too old to be in that ring. Now, I don't think that it was as staged as people think. And people for me, Flight is one of the things where we have to find an excuse when things don't work out the way we thought in our heads it was going to go.
Right. And that's what, when I was saying my part, I didn't want it to seem like that, because it's, I want Mike Tyson to show he could fight, but like, you got to look at the reality of the situation.
He accomplished that. To me, that's what I said. To me, he accomplished that. He accomplished that. He's still a warrior. To be able to go in that ring, but to be able to fight like he was able to do. But then you got some people, well, if you watch the training videos, it didn't match up with what he did in the ring. And I was like, are you for real? I said, first of all, a lot of them training videos was before he got sick. That's one thing. Right. A lot of them training videos that people were seeing was before he got sick. Now, he had the health scare on the plane back in whenever it was, that the reason why they had to push the fight to November anyways.
Right.
Now, Mike Tyson looked exactly like I thought he would look. And then I said this in my video. I feel like I'm the only one who watched him fight Roy Jones a couple years ago. He fought, and this is the thing, he fought Roy Jones Jr. and during the pandemic. It was fun because they both was on the same fat and out of shape level. So it was still fun to see, and even they wasn't trying to hurt each other. I don't think the idea was for them to hurt each other in this match. I think he slapped him for real. He slapped the heck out of him. Now, I ain't never been slapped before, but if it had to go some way, it would go like Mike Tyson just slapped Jake Paul. That was, to me, was a legit slap. I think there was a little animosity. They did a good job on selling the fight like they should have. And for me, I believe that not only was it real, I believe when Jake Paul was in there fighting him, he saw that this could be over easily. And I do believe he took it easy on him. I know that sounds crazy. I know people be like, oh, Jake Paul this and Mike Tyson, but you got to let that image go of Mike Tyson when he was knocking out people in the 80s. That's not the same guy. This guy has a heart now. This guy loves to love on people. This guy is a lot different. This guy has been through things. He doesn't have that same anger, that same fight, that same burning desire that he had when he was fighting in the 80s. He didn't have that. He was scary. That man was terrifying in the 80s. That wasn't the case now. That's not the case. Even when he tried to be scary. And here we go. Perfect example. I'm going to segue into this. Perfect example of him trying to be scary. Mike Tyson getting interviewed before the fight. Mike Tyson getting interviewed. Mike Tyson asking Mike Tyson, how you think this fight is going to go? Blah, blah, blah. Whoop, whatever the case can be. Mike Tyson, I think they said, well, can you give me a word of how you think this fight is going to go? What up, like, give me a word how you think this fight is going to go? Mike Tyson said, vicious, gonna be vicious. And he's like, all right, Mike, thanks a lot. Mike kisses this man on the cheek and then turns around and show us his cheeks. That's not the same fighter that was fighting in the 80s, man.
He came back at the right time.
That's not the same man that was fighting. I segue here, Flight, because I was saying that same guy that we all grew to love, he doesn't have that same fight, that same burning desire. This dude is different now. He's older. He's wiser. Just because LeBron's still giving those triple doubles doesn't mean Tyson's going to get in there and still.
Don't mean everybody else that, you know, we loved and adored growing up is going to be able to do the same thing.
Correct.
Right.
Correct. And so I think people was just so bent out like, oh, it had to be rigged because his training videos wasn't going with the like that. Y'all train. Okay. Prime example. We were talking about this yesterday. Me and my mother-in-law and my father-in-law. We were talking about this yesterday. Flight, have you ever been to a boxing workout?
I have.
You have?
Amazing. I've been. Have I actually participated in one? No. Have I seen one? Yes. And
no, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just in the gym. Like working like you put the gloves on.
I haven't worked. I've seen it, but I haven't done it personally.
You never done to a boxing class either?
No.
Okay, well, even better. So let me tell you my experience, Flight.
Okay.
I put on the gloves. I got on my muscle shirt.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, right, left. Flight, in my mind, I can whoop Floyd Mayweather.
Right.
Because I look good. I'm right. Round one, I'm cold, Fly. They say, keep your hands up. Keep your hands. Wow. If you haven't done a boxing workout, they do it in rounds. They do a boxing workout in rounds. That's all right. Get it fixed. They do good. They do boxing workouts in rounds. Kate, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. You do boxing workouts in rounds. The first 3 rounds, you feel like you can take on Sugar Ray and Muhammad Ali and all of them. You feel like there's no other fighter in the world that can beat you right now because how you feel like you look is different than what you actually look. But when you get to the later rounds of the workout, they start dropping, and you start losing technique, you get tired. That's just training. Now imagine being in the ring, moving around the ring, trying to avoid to get hit, trying to do the hitting. You get tired. Mike Tyson was in the corner. He was in the corner just gasping for air. And people trying to tell me, y'all, like, his training videos, definitely rounds, arms do feel like noodles. But they pouring that water on him, and he's tired. He hungry. He biting on his glove. Talking about he got a biting sensation. The dude is old, man. He had on a knee brace. He
definitely had on a knee brace.
So I'm like, bro, like y'all gotta stop making these excuses, bro. Like it was, of course, in a sense, it's staged. I seen people saying, oh, Mike couldn't knock him out, so that's why he let off of him. Like, that's not the case, man. That's why I offered a challenge for Mike Tyson to fight me. I want you to get your credit back. Fight me. You know, I'll give you a good 6 rounds, 1 minute rounds. I will do what I can in that time. I want you to look decent now, but it's not gonna happen, bro. Mike Tyson, then at the end, like, he gonna say, they're like, "Are you gonna do this again?" He's like, "I don't know. I think I can do this again." Da da da. Mike, sit down somewhere.
Please.
Sit down, man. Sit down. You are still the most feared man in all of our lives. If you start getting knocked out at 60 years old, that you're gonna start losing that mystique. Part of that mystique is you not fighting.
Right.
You know, like, just let it go.
You know what? Another thing that I've realized is that not so much about how much people care about Mike Tyson as a fan. I think people just hate Jake Paul that much, so they make excuses about it. Yeah, they just make excuses because they hate Jake. Right. I think it's more so they hate Jake Paul that much than to think that it's actually like, oh, this was rigged. Like, once again, to your point, I believe that it's got to be staged a little bit, right? Because this is for entertainment purposes and strictly entertainment purposes only. There's nothing about the sport. Yeah.
Really quick, just to interject, really quick. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Really quick. The stage part I'm thinking is that it was 8 rounds at 2 minutes apiece.
Yes.
That's not an actual boxing match. It is 3 rounds, 3 minutes, 12 rounds. Yeah. So I'm sorry. That's all I want to say.
No, yeah, exactly. So, like, that's where the stage part comes in, right? That's where it becomes for entertainment purposes only, because no matter what Mike Tyson may say, no matter what Jake Paul says, the people that are putting this event on, and both people in both of their camps, want Mike Tyson, because obviously he's the elder of the two, to come out of this healthy. So yeah, like, it's like, bro, it's staged and everything, but really and truly, it's more so people do not like Jake Paul, and they just wanted to see him go down on something that is globally televised, and, you know, going against somebody who we all loved growing up and we all knew was the baddest boxer on the planet growing up. We wanted to see him knock him out, even though he's 60 years old, bro. Like, come on, like, you can't really believe that Mike Tyson still got it. Yeah, you saw those training videos and he was hitting hard, but come on, bro. Like, it's different when you go in the ring and actually fighting somebody who you could be their dad. Like, come on. Like, it would have been nice. Don't get me wrong. It would have been nice to see Mike Tyson knock out Jake Paul. That would have been great. Nostalgia would have went through the roof. For nostalgic purposes, that would have been amazing, but that's not the reality of it. We know it's for entertainment purposes. We know Jake Paul picks his fights strategically so he can win, so he can show that, oh, yeah, I could box, this, that, and the third. The biggest win, what everybody should be taking away, not the fight, is what you said earlier, the slap. Everybody should take that away. Take that away, because that no matter how staged the fight actually was, he slapped the dog shit out of that boy.
And now I'm glad he did it, because that was the best moment of the fight.
That was the best moment. Take away that piece of it for your sanity and move on with your life. Like, simple as that.
I agree with you, and with I get it. Some people don't like Jake Paul. I'm not gonna say I don't like him. I respect what he's doing, and I tell you this. I got into a discussion with someone on the comment section because they were saying he's disrespecting the sport of boxing, and I said I don't think so. I actually think he's doing something that needs to be done, and what I mean by that is what he's doing is he's taking the middleman out of boxing. See, boxing is different than the UFC because they have all these promotion teams. Where in the UFC, Dana White says, okay, no, Vino Flight, you're going to fight Petrie Perfect because this is what the fans want to see.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because Dana White makes them calls. Whereas in boxing, Mayweather Promotions has to get with De La Hoya Promotions, who got to get with this promotions. And you never get these fights that people really, 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 really want.
Right.
You know, like Bud should be fighting Canelo. Like we should be seeing stuff like that. Bud and Canelo, but see, it's the lack of that has allowed Jake Paul to do what he does.
Right.
But what I'm hoping is that people can see, oh, we can do this ourselves. We can go cut a deal with Netflix ourselves. We can go cut a deal with Hulu ourselves. We can go cut a deal with Paramount Plus ourselves and have these fights here. Showtime, whatever the case can be, we can do it. We have the power.
Right.
So that's what I will say about Jake Paul. I tell people, Jake Paul, don't fight no regular fighter. Don't fight no regular fighter. Why? I just made $40 million.
Right.
Do what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because people are paying for it. Whether you want to watch him to win or whether you want to watch him to lose, you're paying to watch the fight.
Right.
I seen something that said he just challenged Babe Ruth to a home run derby.
That's hilarious.
No, but all jokes aside, I have to respect what he's doing. And at the end of the end of this part of the conversation, for me, I'll say that he also showed nothing but mad respect to Mike.
Mm-hmm.
During the fight at the end, he bowed down. He didn't talk trash. I see people was tripping on what Logan Paul said because Logan Paul was like, Logan Paul said he was like, well, maybe I fed Logan, and Logan was like, Mike, I'll kill you. And people was like, oh, that's disrespectful. Y'all gotta remember this dude is in the WWE.
Yeah, bro. Like,
that's how they do. That's what he does. That's how they do in the WWE. Like, I didn't expect him to say anything else.
Right.
So I just keep doing what you do. I don't know who he's gonna fight. I know he called out Canelo. No, excuse me. Yes, of course he called out Canelo. That's not who I meant to say. No, he did. You know, he wants to fight Canelo, but that's not who I meant to say. He called out Conor.
No. Hold on.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
This is something that it could have been something that I saw and just completely passed it. Didn't really pay attention. Jake Paul called out Canelo.
So Jake Paul's goal is to fight Canelo at one point. So he's always talked about that. He's always talked about fighting Canelo.
Yeah, he's
no,
there.
No, he's not going to fight Canelo until he's 45, 50 years old.
No. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Because we on the same wavelength, right. But I'm looking at it like fight him now. Obviously, he don't want to take that L. He'd rather take an L when he's older. He want to take an L when he's older. Or not take an L, but he wants to fight Canelo when Canelo is older, so he could win, just like he did with Mike Tyson. Like I get that, but if you want respect in the boxing world, I feel like take that fight now, get your ass whooped. But if you go out there and put out a decent showing, you'll get a little bit of respect if you fight him.
Which I listen, call me crazy. I do think he can compete with some people because he is getting better. From when he fought Nate Robinson to now, he is getting better. He does train. He does take the sport serious behind the scenes. He does take the sport serious. Now, of course, he's not going to beat a Canelo. He's not going to beat a Bud. He's not. But like you just brought up a great point. If he goes in there, at least competes. Like just go in there and just show that you're a warrior. You know what I'm saying? You would gain so much respect. You would have some people that are like, see, you couldn't win, you couldn't beat no real fighters. But if you go in there and give it all that you got, like those women did, like in the round before, if you go in there and give it all you got, and you just come up short at the end, you would gain a lot of you would gain more respect than some people that just like, oh, I'm just glad he lost. People just want to see you compete, and he does take the sport seriously. But but then again, Canelo, maybe not. Well, maybe at some point it will get, but at one point, Canelo not going to generate $40 million. Canelo not generating that.
Yeah, he ain't generating the Jake Paul money. Jake
Paul brought out celebrities. Mm-hmm. People say Mike Tyson put them seats in. I say, yeah, but I watched Mike Tyson. The 60 million. Netflix had 60 million people watching. Oh, it's because people were trying to watch Mike Tyson. Well, yeah, I remember Mike Tyson fought Roy Jones, and the numbers weren't looking like that.
Nope.
I mean, yeah, more people got Netflix. I understand the boost in the numbers. But come on now. I mean, people
but
want to see Jake lose,
like
you said earlier.
you're not gonna you're not gonna generate the type of numbers of Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. on Netflix compared to Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson on Netflix. Jake Paul is a marketing genius. He knows what he's doing. That's why he selects the fights that he does. I mean, he knows that people hate him more than people love him. And that's why he's able to bring in the bread and bring in these fights and fight these people, because they know they're going to get a payout too. It's all for entertainment purposes only. If you don't look at anything Jake Paul does, if you look at it as a sport, you're going to always hate it. But if you don't see it for what it really is, which is entertainment, you're never going to be satisfied. It's entertainment and entertainment only. Until he fights somebody like a Canelo, he's not going to be respected in the sport aspect at all. So for those people that are waiting, I wish Jake Paul would have got knocked out, this, that. I hate Jake Paul. Jake Paul can't do these numbers. We all looked at Mike Tyson. Get out of that, bro. Until you look at it that it's entertainment and entertainment only, you're going to be living in that same fantasy world, dog. You gotta get out of it.
I don't think he even has to fight Canelo. I just think he needs to fight someone.
He gotta fight Canelo.
He needs to fight. No, I think he needs to fight Canelo because Canelo.
He gotta fight him because you put it in my head. He gotta fight him. He gotta fight him.
Right? Yes. But I think if he just fights boxers in general, this is what they do for a living. They're young, they're vibrant, they're around his age. They're like, if he just begins to fight fighters, I believe that he will begin to gain more respect. But the problem is, though, if you don't fight a Canelo, if you don't fight a Bud, if you don't fight a Tank,
right,
you're not going to generate the profit that you just got from Mike Tyson.
No, not at all. You're not going to.
To me, is it worth it?
Well,
I care about people's respect.
But hold on, let's backtrack. Once again, I'm not saying that he does. I'm not saying that he does, but think about how much people hate Jake Paul. If he was to say, I'm fighting Canelo on Netflix, it might not be 60 million, but I think he'd still be able to generate some crazy numbers because people want to see Jake Paul get his ass beat.
Not Canelo. I apologize if that's what I said. What I'm saying is him fighting normal boxers. When I said that, I was talking about people that's not at the top, not the Tanks, not the Buds, not the Nellos, not the Haneys, not them. I'm talking about like Jonathan Crawford. That got 12 wins and four losses, but he does this for a living.
Right.
See, that dude, Jonathan Crawford, can beat Jake, but Jake's not going to generate the money fighting Jonathan Crawford. Guys, I do not know who that is. I just made up a name, but Jonathan Crawford, he's not going to gain. Like, wow, like, do I care about people respect that much that I need to go fight a boxer I'm gonna probably make 10 million from that when I just made 40?
Right.
To me, the $40 million is respect because somebody had to pay it.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
If somebody had to pay it. So $40 million is respect to me.
Facts.
I don't care about your opinion. I care about these dollars. Raven said, why I feel like we listen to God when flight camera go off.
That's insane. That's crazy. That's crazy. Side note, I've been trying to fix this camera situation, and Restream is not like, I have to continuously leave just for me to come back, and the camera freeze in 2 minutes, bro. So this might have to be the vibe for the rest of it. I don't know what's going on. Restream is not messing with it.
When you can't just leave, even if I get you for a little bit.
Let's see. Yeah, well, hold the fort down. I'm gonna try it again.
Okay, I'm gonna see. So we got some check. Smitty in this thing.
Shout out Smitty.
Smitty said facts, and let me see, I'm putting it on the screen so people can see. So facts and fight people you shouldn't be fighting. Yep, I mean that's the thing. Muhammad Ali's son turned down a fight with him. I didn't know that. Or grandson. Oh, grandson. Okay, I see you said or grandson. Okay, I didn't know that though. Thank you for educating me on that. But who said Muhammad Ali grandson can fight? Just because your name Ali don't mean Michael Jordan's son couldn't play basketball. So I'm not gonna trust that. Let's see, Raven. If he fight Canelo now, he'll get more credit. Okay, I do. Yes, I do think that is the accurate answer. That if he fights Canelo right now, he'll get more credit. He's not gonna fight Canelo. Why would you put yourself through that beating for no reason? To gain the respect of what? Like what? I do think if he fights a Conor McGregor or a something like that, like I think if he was able to pull off the Conor McGregor fight, I think that one would be. I think Conor would be big time, and let me explain why I'm gonna go with Conor McGregor right now. Like that, Conor McGregor needs to be his next fight. Conor McGregor versus Jake Paul can break box office breakers. I seen what Conor McGregor and Floyd did. Conor can talk with the best of them. He can showboat with the best of them. He can promote with the best of them. He can market with the best of them. I think Conor McGregor should be Jake Paul's next opponent. But I don't know if I think Jake said he wouldn't go down to 175. With Jake, for those put that in perspective, he just fought Tyson at 228. So I don't think he would want to lose 40 pounds to go down to 175 to fight Conor McGregor. That's the only thing that I think would stop that. But that would be right. Let's see. Smith said he ain't fighting current boxers. Y'all wild, man. Talking about he sound like he like God. Y'all wild for that. God will reveal himself when the time is right. Nah, facts, Raven. Facts. Let me see. Really quick while I'm waiting on Flight to come back in this Tyson thing. I don't know if y'all saw this, but Mike Tyson received an offer from an adult porn site after his behind was exposed during the match. So there was this porn site that offered Mike Tyson $250,000 to come be on their website. So I guess showing your cheeks on national television can pay off depending on who you are. Let me. I wonder, would y'all do that? Would y'all, if an adult site offered y'all $250,000, would y'all go on there and show y'all cheeks? I think you gotta do the whole shebang. I think that's what they're saying. You gotta do the whole shebang. You can't just show cheeks. You gotta do it all. But is that $250,000 enough money for y'all? That's a lot. That's a lot of money. That could change some. That could change some people's lives. $250,000. I think who's that I saw the other day? I think that was Iggy. Was it Iggy that had the OnlyFans? I see Iggy made like $40 million on OnlyFans. That is insane. Okay, Raven said, yeah, in his case, he already showed it. So was the, that's what I said, Raven. I don't think they offered it just to do that. I think they were saying to come be come be a part of their porn industry. Like they want Mike, so you gonna be watching Mike Tyson porn. Like, oh, give me that kitty cat, like that kind of porn. Like I think that's what they wanted. I think that's what they talk about, not necessarily showing the cheeks. Casey, you said $250. I didn't say $250. I said $250,000. 200. That's 250, comma 000. You gotta sign a 8 picture deal. You gotta do 8 scenes to get that 250,000. Yeah, Raven. All right, Raven. I already knew. Make sure you put that K in front of it. Hey, before I lose you again, there was a porn site that offered Mike Tyson $250,000 to come be a part of their website.
A porn site offered Mike Tyson $250K.
So I'm asking the chat now, like, would they have done that?
Us as regular people, hell yeah. What the fuck? $250K changing us regular working folks' lives.
Yeah, that video would have to be muted. Casey Rich, that ain't nothing to her. Yeah, well, Casey in Hawaii for 2 weeks.
Yeah, facts. That's funny.
Nah, facts. If Mike Tyson drop a sex tape with that my Mattel. ooh, that my Mattel.
You got a pocket for that.
I'm sorry, Mike. Don't fight me.
No, do fight you because you're getting paid.
Yeah. Facts. Yeah, facts.
They
would have did better. You said what, Blake?
I say, do fight you, please.
Yeah, we'll be on the map after that. They would have did better getting Shay Shay. So you say you want a Shannon Sharp? You want a Shannon Sharp over Mike Tyson?
Sex tape? Is that what they said? Because he hadn't already gave one for free. I mean, not really.
You see, Miss Pat said that he did a sex tape for blind people.
Miss Pat funny.
Shout out to Club Shay Shay. I was watching Nightcap last night after the demolition of the Cowboys and Texans, and I watched it live when he said this. They were saying how the Cat Ocho said how Cat Williams. Like the Cat Williams interview set off the whole year. Like everything that he said, like it set the entire year. And Unc's words, his exact words was, "Oh, just wait." He's no. Let me rephrase. I'm sorry. They were talking about a story that Cat Williams said that he held back from delivering career knocking blows to certain people in the industry during the interview. Then Shannon said you might get a chance to hear that. He said January 3rd, 2025. That's all I'm gonna say. So if you've been hearing rumors about a Cat Williams interview part 2, I think Unc is cooking it up. Would you be interested in that?
Hell yeah.
You would? Okay.
There's nobody that I don't think there's anybody that can say that they weren't tuned in for that. I want to. I'll pull it up.
Go ahead. What you got?
I'm gonna pull it up. I just want to see. I'm just intrigued with the. I'm just sure that I'm just absolutely positive that when I pull up anything else, my camera is gonna freeze again. So I'm already in that mindset. But I just want to look and see how many views it's at, because it hasn't been an entire year yet, has it?
Why? No, it was January. Because that's what he said. He said that was the day that the other interview came out.
Right.
By the way, they were saying that while you were gone, they were saying that Raven said that, what she say? God will reveal himself when the time is right. And Smitty said, "Good job, my child."
That's insane.
Raven said, "My good and faithful servant." Oh, they were finding you up.
Y'all are wild. Y'all are wild. Yeah. So definitely gonna be a treat for Cat Williams Part 2. The interview has been out for 10 months. 83 million views. You mean
how much is
he coming out with a Part 2? That might hit 83 in 48 hours.
Where is Joe Rogan and Trump?
Joe Rogan and Trump. Let's see.
I know that one was climbing too. The one he did a little bit before a couple weeks before the election day.
Oh yeah, 1000%.
I actually didn't watch it, but I know it was doing numbers. But they said YouTube was blocking it too, so it might not be up there. He said that people when they search it, they couldn't find it, which is crazy. He has number one podcast in the world. I personally don't believe
if I'm trying to just before I say that, it's at 51 million views,
and that's in a matter of weeks.
3 weeks. So
Jesus Christ.
51
You lying. 51 million?
There's no way that was blocked.
I thought you were gonna say like 30. I'm not gonna lie. Because I hadn't looked at the numbers, so I didn't know.
51 million views.
51?
There's no way. There's no way that it's blocked at 51 million views in 3 weeks.
Well, that's when it first came out. That was like a thing. So they got Elon in them. That's what they were saying. It was hard for them
to be honest with you, the next week was Elon Musk, 17 million views.
So he on track.
He on track, but also I know that if I'm not mistaken, they said that the Cat Williams, when it dropped, it had like within the first week it already eclipsed the #1 spot, like most watched.
Nah, it took a little longer than a week.
Was it?
No, it took a little longer than a week because I think the record was 62 million, and it took them a little while to get to that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it took them a little while.
I remember it hitting millions within the first 48 hours.
No, wait, no, you're right about that for sure. But I think the record was 61 or 62. No, it was 50. I think it was 50. I can't remember what it was. It was 50 or 60. But it took them a while to get to that. But once to be at 80 million is insane.
No, yeah,
that's a lot. God,
that's
dang
a
it.
lot, bro.
But you know what though? I remember watching like them little kids videos with Chaz. Like them little videos where they be walking around the house playing. This napkin is white. You know what color this is? Them kind of bullcrap videos. Bro, these kid videos be pulling in 100 million people of views, not people, but 100 million views.
Yeah.
Like I was clipping through the channels like. These people are pulling 80, 90 on average. Right. Vlad and Nikki, these little Russian white kids, they be killing it.
They do.
Like they got 12 channels in 12 different languages.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is insane.
Right. Sounds about right.
Golly, Mr. Beast.
Man.
Mr. Beast be having videos like, I'm gonna give this guy $1,000 if he can stay in the grocery store for 30 days.
I watched that.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about. I didn't think he did. That was like he did like 3 or 4 of those.
Yeah.
I watched one of them. I'm talking about. I watched one of them and I was like, I didn't think I was like, I'm gonna watch like 5-7 minutes. I'm gonna get tired of it. I watched the entire thing. I watched the whole thing, real. It's like, wow. I don't know what it is. They're
good. Mr. Beast does an awesome. He does an awesome job. One of his favorite videos I enjoy watching is and the little Mr. Beast moments right here. I didn't know much about Mr. Beast until watching YouTube with David and stuff. I'm kind of like really like seeing. And now I be watching Mr. Beast on my own time because Mr. Beast. He has good content, and one of my favorite contents I know he does this for a lot of different things, but particularly I'm gonna stick with this where he bought a $1 house. And like, how is it when you live in a $1 house all the way to $100 million house?
Oh,
so he'll go to a $1 house, then a $10,000 house, then $150,000 house, then a $300,000 house, then $1 million house, then a $12 million house, then a $50 million, then $100 million, and you just see it. Like the $1 house is just like a piece of land, like it's like a piece of grass, like with a like a toilet, no walls,
nothing.
Like this like he also did that with a car. He bought the world's cheapest car at $1, and then bought like a $10 million car. So like to watch him go through that, I'm like you, I'm watching it. I'm like I can't take my eyes off of it.
No, you can't.
Let me see who they talking about yesterday. Okay, let me see Raven. Let me see who he's saying. Yeah, I just saw Miss Rachel have 12.5 million subscribers on YouTube. She don't even ever have to make a video again. She didn't want to, honestly. Okay, who is Miss Rachel?
Miss Rachel is basically she's the one that keeps all of the kids, all of the babies, the infants, the toddlers occupied on the television. She have her nursery rhymes and show. She basically like a Barney, a Blue's Clues. Like I'm trying to think of every single kid show that we watched growing up when we were super, super young that had us locked in. She's all of that rolled into one.
Oh, I've seen this white woman before.
Yeah. shout out Jay Horn. I was out there and his daughter locked in. Locked in. She had her toys. She was jumping up and down with Miss Rachel, singing, making noise, everything. I kid you not. I was working in the whole other room. Jay was taking care, like cleaning the house, whatever the case may be, and she stayed right there watching Miss Rachel locked in. Locked in. We would check on her periodically. Locked in. She never moved a spot. She didn't move. She's in the middle of the floor, right there in her little play pad, watching Miss Rachel. Miss Rachel is crack to these infants.
Man, and that's I see Casey said that's how Coco Melon was. Coco Melon.
Yeah.
But shout out to the YouTuber, man. These kid YouTubers, man, that's doing their thing. I respect it. You know, them gaming people too that be playing Roblox and all that stuff too, and these families that be doing the content and stuff. Like, I just that's just dope. I shout out to all of them that's doing that. But moving on while we got God here, y'all. We're gonna keep going.
That's crazy.
Y'all like and subscribe.
Please to the compare me to the Almighty. Please.
Raven said he ain't lying. She got cracking in her episodes. So let's move on to. I still got a little bit of time, so we're gonna try to tackle some of that. I knew Jake Paul and Mike Tyson was gonna take a good amount of time.
No, yeah, for sure.
That was just such a big event. Really quick. One more thing we didn't touch on. Netflix. What was your thoughts on that? Really quick.
It pissed me off. Netflix.
It was hard to enjoy.
It was hard to enjoy because there was a period of time for the undercards. I was able to enjoy until it got to the women's fight. Serrano and what's her name? Katie Taylor or something like that. Until it got to that, I got to like the second, third round ish, and I couldn't watch anything. And this is like I had it playing like on the way to pick up Kate from the airport. I had it playing through the car so I could just hear it. And like when I would wait at the airport, I would be locked in, and everything was good until that like second, third round of that fight. And Netflix just messed it all up. Like y'all got to do better. Y'all knew what was coming. Y'all have millions and millions of people across the world streaming on your platform, and you have an event like this, and you mean to tell me that y'all couldn't properly prepare for this? Y'all knew it was coming. This has been months, years in the making, probably a year and a half, 2 years in the making, you knowing that this was coming. And you mean to tell me that y'all couldn't properly have this right for people to be able to stream without any trouble? There's probably people watching on these bootleg streaming platforms able to watch it with no problems. And we watch it on Netflix for something that we pay, and we having buffering issues. And now it's to the point to where you tell them we over here checking our internet provider to make sure that everything good. I'm checking my cell phone bill to make sure it's right. And it's y'all. Like, you got to fix that. Like, that's my only takeaway from that. I believe that it was a great marketing move to put it on Netflix, and it's just going to bring more and more events to Netflix, obviously, i.e. great transition point. NFL Christmas Day on Netflix is going to bring more traction to that. But you got to make sure now it's a good and a bad thing, because now the bad thing is that I couldn't experience the fight and really enjoy it. But the good thing is that now you know what you need to do to properly prepare for Christmas Day for everybody to be able to watch that.
So, I had two different perspectives on this. And this is we still segue in here.
Okay.
I'm gonna segue it with my statement. It's you just listen to what I'm about to say.
I'm listening.
I thought the same thing. I was like, "There's no way they're gonna be able to handle the traffic of the NFL." I'm expecting Christmas Day to probably do about 15 to 30 million households, because you still got the NBA going on that night. You still got people who just gonna be with their families and stuff. So I do anticipate it being about 15 to 30 million. I didn't know that Mike and Jake did 60 million households. That is a lot. And before that, Netflix is big. But before that event, Netflix's biggest streaming event was the Tom Brady roast.
Yeah, that was like what, 3-4 million?
No, 1.5.
1.5.
So they had a 60 time increase in traffic once I started to see the numbers, I was like, okay, I do agree that they make too much money. They should have kind of anticipated this. But in another sense, it's like, yeah, but that's a lot of people. And it sucked. It was hard to enjoy the fight. Like, I really wanted to see them women, because when I was watching in between, man, look, they was brawling.
They was getting
and I hate I couldn't enjoy that fight.
It was bad blood between them for sure.
For me, thank God I didn't. When the Tyson fight started, I had no problems.
Right.
I don't know if anybody else had problem when the Tyson fight actually started.
Yeah.
I had
when
no
the Tyson
issues.
fight started, I had issues. I was in and out every other round. So, I mean, I got to watch it to to get a gist of the fight, but I was in and out because of Netflix.
I'm thankful I didn't have any breakups after that. But that was my thoughts at first. But now, as of yesterday, Sunday, as of Sunday, the NFL and Netflix have both partnered to announce that the Queen herself, the Queen of Houston, the Beehive Queen herself, will be performing at halftime of the Texans and Ravens Christmas Day game.
Man.
As if that game wasn't already going to be big as it is.
Right.
With us at 4 losses, the Ravens now at 4 losses, I think, or 3, whatever they got, but we all right there near each other. That game is already going to be big anyways. And now you just added Beyonce, the Queen, to the mix. So when I heard this, I was like, damn, it's going to be lit. I was selfish. I was like, oh, I'm going to get to see Beyonce because I got the tickets.
Right.
But I had to think about it. I said, Netflix is going to show this.
Yeah.
It didn't dawn on me at first, but it was like, Netflix is going to show this. That's why they announced it.
Yes.
So I don't know if anybody's performing during the Chiefs. I said this at work. I said, what if they got Taylor Swift to perform in that Chiefs game?
You know what? Now that you say that brings up a great conversation topic.
Okay.
Taylor Swift, obviously, we don't know if she's actually performing. Beyonce already announced that she's performing at the Texans game, but let's say, hypothetically speaking, Taylor Swift performs at the Chiefs game. Who pulling in more viewers?
Probably Taylor. And the only reason why I'm going to say Taylor is for a couple reasons. One, the Chiefs are the bigger team. They're going up against the Steelers, which is one of the more iconic teams. So that their game traffic is already going to be higher than ours.
Okay.
The game traffic. If you take the artists out of it, the game traffic for them is going to be way higher.
They're playing the Steelers,
ours.
You said, right?
The Chiefs are playing the Steelers on Christmas Day. So I've seen the Steelers when they came to Houston. They roll deep.
That's one of those stapled, like long living type of fans. Like it's the Steelers, the Packers, the Cowboys, the 49ers, the Raiders. Those are those long-standing fans that's been there for like passed down from generation to generation. So I get that.
And now you add that, and then you add the Swifties on top of that. And another thing too, Taylor is hot now.
I agree.
Beyonce is hot. She's iconically hot, but Taylor is hot now. Taylor increased the NFL viewerships for Chiefs games by herself, just by sitting up in the press box. Don't even talk to people. But Brittany Mahomes. That's it. And her little crew, I think she had Ice Spice in them at a couple games, stuff like that. But like her little crew, like she don't even perform, and she already drives the ratings up. Now, if you make her the performer,
insane.
Yeah. I love Beyonce, but for what it's gonna mean to us in the city,
I think that's amazing. Not to cut you off. Now, I think they did. Getting Beyonce to perform in the city on Christmas Day on Netflix is legendary.
I kept telling people. For those who don't know, I have season tickets. I go to every Texans game. In the last 4 years, I've missed 3 Texans games at home. I've missed 3 Texans games in 4 years. I've seen a lot of halftime shows. I'm tired of seeing Still Tipping. I'm sorry.
You can only see it so much. You can only enjoy it so much.
I enjoy it every time. I'm always Fofos, I'm Tippy, wood grain. I enjoy it every time. But I need something different. They try to throw a little bit in there. They give me Mexican OT.
Yeah.
They gave me Maxo Cream.
Yeah.
Which I still don't know who that is. I met the guy and everything. Still don't know who he is. They was like, "Oh, Maxo Cream here." I was like, "Who?" They got donuts or something? I don't know. They're like, "Look, he right there." I mean, he over there taking pictures with people like little kids. They're like, "Oh, Maxo."
Right.
Like, I've never heard it. I felt in that moment, I felt like the old head. I was like, I don't know his music. He was cool. He was a cool dude, but I knew somebody had to be driving a Lamborghini truck. But anyways, I get tired of hearing Slim Thug and them and Paul Wall and what Mike Jones is at the playoff game. We got to see Mike. I'm tired of them. So for them to get Beyonce to come out of her to come out the Beehive, and come perform.
Also shout out to the Texans. You're not getting Beyonce if you're not playing well.
Well, on Netflix. Well, you play it well, that puts you on Netflix. So yes, because I think that was if I'm not mistaken,
because essentially that's primetime football. It's Christmas Day.
Right. That was the first game they announced for us in the summer. That was the first game they said we would be playing on Christmas Day against the Ravens. That was the first game they announced.
Yep.
So yeah, you're fine. So I'm excited. Well, first of all, like I said, I got the ticket. So people are like, and I get it that people that are selling their tickets and stuff. To me, experiences mean more than almost anything, man. The game itself is what I'm excited for. I'm excited for the game. This is the Beyonce is just adding the icing on the cake. Like for me, I'm excited about the game. Like to be able to be there on Christmas. When they announced the schedule, I remember telling Chaz Christmas has just been canceled because we are going to the game. Because I rock my Texans. If y'all can see, I see all my Texan stuff on the walls and stuff. I rock with my Texans to the full extent. Shout out to them boys for beating the Dallas Cowboys on yesterday too, putting a spanking on them, man. The battle of I-45 North. I'm glad you was out there able to rep the H for me, Flight.
Yeah.
When the game started, I was in my mother-in-law's house and we were sitting there because we was at the last one. We was at the last, you know that we was at the last game. So I remember we was at my mother-in-law's house and they kicked the ball off and I can hear the crowd say, "We should have went." I said, "We should have went." Now, not all of us is in Hawaii for 2 weeks. I said we should have went. We should have went out there and watched that game, man. My buddy texted me earlier and was like, "Man, it was nothing but Texans fans in there."
It looked like it from what
I can hear it.
You can hear it too, bro. Like it was. You know what? I mean, since we talk about the game a little bit now, I'm not gonna lie. That first possession when Nico Collins took off on that little screen pass, dog, and it got called.
I saw the flag. I didn't even care. It still made me excited.
Oh, I was excited. I was excited, and then I saw the flag. See, you saw the flag, and you were still excited. It was the other way around for me. I didn't see the flag until he was damn near there, and once I saw it, I was like, "It's coming back." And I said it's on Tunsil too. I said it's on Tunsil too. As soon as I saw the flag, I said it's on Tunsil too. And I saw that, I was so mad, bro, so bad. It killed my vibe for at least half the first quarter.
But it still set the tone for the team, though.
It did set the tone. It did set the tone.
Casey said Beyonce has a deal with Netflix. I didn't know that she had.
I didn't know that either.
Then what is she doing? Why she have a deal with Netflix? What is she doing? She. I hope she ain't dropping another movie like Obsession.
Oh Lord.
Oh yeah, she should. I'm happy though. I'm happy for Beyonce. I'm happy to be able to experience that. I feel bad for those who didn't get their tickets for the game, and now they're gonna try to get their tickets now. And that crap about to be sky high on Christmas. That's about to be Christmas gifts now. The tickets to see. So my thing is, I wonder are they going to treat like the Super Bowl halftime?
Good question.
And what I mean, normally at NFL, the one thing I love about NFL is halftime because it does not take long. So when you get there, the NFL, the halftime is 15 minutes. You're going to get up, you're going to pee. By the time you wait in line in the bathroom, wait in line to get your food, the game going to be started.
Yeah, facts.
So, it's going to be awesome, but I would tell the child, shoot, about that 2-minute one, now I'm thinking about like 5 minutes left in the second quarter. I'm going to have to go ahead and go. Let me go pee. Let me go. I probably won't eat because we're going to tailgate, so I won't need no food. So,
brother. I'm thinking you might have to do that early in the second quarter. Because people might be thinking, you say about 5 minutes, people might be thinking the same thing as you. You might have to do a little bit earlier.
But that's what Chad said. But I was like, I fine, you'll be fine. Even if it's a line, it won't be as bad if you wait till
for us later. For us, so that means you gonna have to tell Chaz.
Oh yeah, she need.
You got to go earlier. You got to
go. She need to go in the first quarter. What your mama is? What they say? You need to pee before we go in here.
Yeah, because my goodness. Oh damn. Okay.
Well, Homecoming was like 6 years ago. What's she gonna give us another project?
It's gotta be something for.
Unless this game is. Unless they count the game as it.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, they count that as one. But I know she's not gonna be by herself too. So now the question is, does she bring out Meg with her?
Oh, she bring out Meg for that for the remix, the Savage remix. Oh, it's gonna be crazy enough.
Yeah, I don't know. I know Chaz was reading. Of course, some people don't. Some people got Beyonce fatigue. So a lot of people are like, why they didn't get Travis? And I said, listen, I know Travis has good music, but I said the thing, if you didn't ask him, you would never know he's from Houston.
Yeah, I mean,
you
would know. You just because he never says Houston in this shit. He'll say 713, Mo City. But Fort Bend, you never hear the H type shit. He'll say like things that only Houstonians will really know. You know what I'm saying? Compared to where Beyonce say she from that H, it's different. If that makes sense.
He said nobody want to see Travis. When Chaz told me, I kind of said the same thing.
I don't think. Yeah, I mean, Travis Scott has. I mean, listen, he got a whole cult himself, for lack of better terms. His fans are crazy, but I just think in a situation like this, I think Beyonce is the better pick. And this
she's the right choice.
She's the right choice, and this coming from somebody who went to school with the guy. I want to see him get all of his glory, but Beyonce. I think Beyonce is the better choice for that. It
brought up a conversation that Raven tagged me on Facebook, and she said, well, this brings it back to Lil Wayne. Like, why is he able to perform at the Super Bowl? And I said, that's not the same. I said, it's not the same. Lil Wayne performing at the Super Bowl, we talked about this before.
This is a regular season game.
That was the biggest. I said, this is a regular season game for one.
Game, bro.
For two, wait, hold on. See, that's what Texas fans were saying in the comments, that they don't want to see Illuminati performance. Yeah, that's what she did. Yeah, that's what she was saying. They don't want to see Illuminati performance.
From Travis or from Beyonce?
From Beyonce.
They be trying to. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I mean, it's gonna be the same thing with Travis, quote unquote.
Like us black people, we like to put our people in the Illuminati.
Facts.
Like that, like we're the only group of people who do that. That is so irritating to me, dog. Bro. We're the only people that do that. Oh, well, Jay-Z is big, so he must have sold his soul. Like when they said Jennifer Hudson, when her whole family died because it was a sacrifice. Like, what? Like, that is so stupid. Like, we're the only group of people who do that to each other. Like, it's just too good. Like, niggas can't make it unless they join the Illuminati. That is crazy. That is crazy to me, dog. But anyways, I hate when people say, and and this is coming from someone that used to buy into that. I remember watching the YouTube videos and seeing, and now I realize how stupid I was and how naive. They used to show what's the video when she would dance? Crazy in Love.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the one with her and Jay-Z?
Yeah.
Yeah, Crazy in Love. And they were showing how when she turns this way and she kicks her foot over, notice how her legs form a triangle. The triangle was in the Bible as the three-sided beast. That I was like, what are y'all talking about?
All right. Okay, see, shit like that pisses me off.
You see how she goes into the water, she dives into the pool, but she comes up and she has this evil look in her face. It's because she was baptized in sin, and now she's come up as the devil. Like, what? Can I see that video on Blake Shelton? He not in Illuminati? They don't want him? Did you?
What about Morgan Whalen? They ain't got one on him?
Facts. But did you see? You probably didn't see. I know I don't post much on Don't Cancel Me page, but this was so funny to me when I had to post it. But it was like, look at Fletcher Cox. He was the defensive tackles for the Eagles. Ladies, y'all probably don't even know who that is. Ladies, y'all don't even probably know who that is.
He was doing some like NFL analysis in the way he was looking and dressed up, and they said it was something about the
humiliation ritual for the Illuminati.
Yes.
Do you remember what I said?
I don't. I remember it when you said it.
I said that with all due respect, the Illuminati
don't want him. Yes. All due respect, they don't want him. Yes, because you posted it on Twitter. You said that on Twitter. Man. Yes, you said it on Twitter on our page. Yeah, I remember.
They gotta stop this. Like, y'all gotta stop putting. Let me see. Or now they say everybody has to thank Beyonce when they win awards or some. Or else some Illuminati. I'm saying, that's so stupid, man. Like, do I believe that there might be like Hollywood superpowers and stuff like that? Yeah, but I mean, to just put all of our black celebrities in this Illuminati when I don't hear white celebrities in it at all. It just kind of bothers me. Why is Jimmy Fallon not in the Illuminati?
Man, Justin Timberlake.
As
much as I would hate to hear that would break my soul.
Because he kind of part of us. Yeah. But Justin Timberlake, Robert Downey Jr.,
mm-hmm.
Tom Holland, like wow, Chris Evans. Yeah, I know I'm naming all the Avengers, but
all
still.
the Avengers because they the pop. You got to. Scarlett Johansson. I mean, come on, man.
Charlize Theron.
Like, come on, man.
All these great white celebrities. Why don't you hear that about them? But I know Jay-Z in it, LeBron, Barack Obama, Beyonce, Jennifer Hudson, which I don't know what I don't know what the Illuminati want with Jennifer Hudson
or Barack. Like,
well, Barack's the president. I can see why they would want him. Out of all the niggas, I can see why they would want him.
I can see why they want Barack. I take that back.
Out of everybody, I'm talking Jay-Z.
If my camera was working, you should have seen my face. I was like, I wish my camera was working. But yeah, I can see that. But yeah, Jennifer Hudson, like, respectfully, you can sing, but
like what do they want with Jennifer Hudson?
That's like Tasia is in the Illuminati.
Like no disrespect to her family. You know what she went through is very tragic, man. For that is horrible, a horrific crime. But why would you think they would sacrifice for what? You to have a talk show 12 years later?
Yeah, I feel like it's disrespectful to say that she in the Illuminati, saying that she ain't worked hard from all of the tragedy she been through.
Right.
Out of all the niggas is wild. I mean, it is wild, but also the reality.
I'm trying not to say it no more. I'm gonna stop saying niggas.
Out of all the niggas is wild, but that's just the reality of it too.
Yeah, Barack Obama is the one that you would want.
That's the one that you would want. So, or Michelle.
Yeah, Michelle. But we gotta stop doing this. Black people, we got to stop saying that our celebrities and the people that we grew up and we love, the people that look like us, we gotta stop saying that they're in the Illuminati. We have to stop doing that. We have to stop doing that to each other. That is crazy. None of the white people be doing that to each other. None of the Indian people, the man that made the like them people, they don't, none of them are in the Illuminati. I don't know if the Illuminati is called different because it's Muslim. I don't know if it's what, I don't know what they call it over there. But
can we go back
nobody does that. Nobody does that to their own race but us. The Illuminati must be a black time. It must be a good old time. If it ain't nothing but black people, it must have barbecues at the Illuminati meetings. They must be playing spades and dominoes at the Illuminati meetings. If it ain't nothing but black folks there, they must don't ever show up to the meeting on times. It must be a lot of stuff going on, but we got to stop doing this.
So what was that?
Oh, that song. A-Rab. That's the A-Rab joke.
Oh, the thing that I did.
Hey, you killed that mother though. Ah! That mother go hard. Hey, I don't know who. I think Chaz got the video. Somebody got the video. We was all dancing to that mug at J House. Hey, we was killing that mug too.
Was Charm there?
Yeah, that's why we put it on.
That's why y'all put it on. Yeah,
yeah.
I know Charm tapped into.
He said he had to play it at the wedding.
Yeah, I know he tapped into his roots. Oh, he played that at the wedding. It's going up.
It's going up.
It's going up.
Speaking of going up, shout out to Meagan Good for getting a major upgrade.
This guy's good, y'all.
Meagan Good is now engaged to Jonathan Majors just days after the rumors were swirling in the media saying that they were broken up. Apparently, the rumors at first was Meagan Good, they broke up because Meagan Good was paying for his dog training or something like that, and some other bullcrap. That's how I knew it couldn't have been real. That don't even make sense. But of course, Jonathan Majors has been with Meagan Good ever since him and his ex Grace Jabari, I think her name was, when they had the little thing where he was convicted of harassment and abuse because he hurt her by putting her back in the truck on accident. So I know that's exactly what happened. I'm sorry, I don't know how else to word it. But now he found Meagan Good. She's been with him. Of course, her ex was the pastor.
Yep.
Devon Franklin? You know, they had books together and all this stuff. And of course, they had to go their separate ways. So now these two have ended up together. They are engaged now. What do you have to say about that, Flight?
You know, shout out to Jonathan Majors and Meagan Good.
Right.
We can only judge by what we see on the internet. They look happy. So shout out to them. I mean, she looks happy. She praises him. You know, in the interviews that I've seen. Same as Jonathan Majors praises Meagan Good. They love each other. It seems great. So shout out to them, man. I mean, I'm just, anytime I hear his name, I just get upset, man, because we was robbed, man. We was robbed. Marvel was about to be crazy, dog. And they could have worked something out. They could have worked something out to keep him on. They could have. I truly believe they really could have did something to keep him on, and we as Marvel fans were robbed. So on that, I'm upset. But as far as them two go, I'm happy for them. I mean, shout out to them, man.
I was watching an interview earlier today, you know, and it's hard for me to believe actors, man, because that's what they do.
Mm-hmm.
They act.
Right.
And in a sense, it was kind of corny, but corny works because look at Russell and Sierra. Corny works.
Yes, it works.
I'm gonna call it corny. But I was watching the interview and Meagan was doing an interview on the red carpet. Y'all probably have seen this interview too. Meagan was doing an interview on the red carpet, and Jonathan Majors was off to the side, and I guess they called him over, and then they was like, what was the question? Oh my God, I'm sorry. The question was, when are you the strongest or something? I cannot remember what the question. I apologize for not having it together, y'all. But the question is something like, when are you the strongest or something like that? And so he stepped away from her and was like, see, I feel less powerful over here. And now I'm more powerful. I'm powerful when I'm stronger when I'm closer to her. And she was like, oh, babe, I was going to say something similar to that. Like, I feel stronger when I'm with you. And I was looking at these niggas like, man,
shut your ass, bro.
I gotta send it to you.
Oh,
I gotta find it. It was like he literally said, he's like, I feel less powerful over here. But when I get closer, I'm powerful. Oh, babe, that's what I was thinking.
It's all like stuff like that makes it seem like it's fake, bro. Like, are y'all really together or not? Like that feels fake. That feels fake.
Right. Like But that's the thing. I don't want to call him fake because that might just be who he is.
You got to.
That might just be who. Like that is just what it is, and it just like it was just. I mean, oh my god, it was so funny, bro. I wish I should have had the video. He literally stepped to the side and was like, "I'm less." I cannot remember his word, but I'm like, "I'm less powerful when I'm like you say when I move away, but when I get closer, I'm more powerful." That was then. Here she goes, babe. I was thinking the same thing. Like, I'm like, girl, yeah, man, please, man, y'all. So that interview itself was a little cringy, but everything I agree with you. Everything else you said. That interview was like that was on the. I think maybe that was the Gladiator. That was on the red carpet. And so I know the only red carpet that happened this week was the Gladiator 2. Shout out to Denzel too. I did want to bring him up next episode because he's getting ready to retire. So I want to talk about.
Yeah, he got a couple.
Yeah,
shout out.
Yeah. We're gonna say Denzel for next week. I think that's gonna be our. Let's make that our draft next week.
What Denzel movie?
In honor of Denzel retiring soon, we're gonna break down we're gonna do a draft on our favorite Denzel movies.
Oh yeah, bro. Ain't no. I mean, there's losing in that, but there's no losing in that. You know.
Right. Facts.
I personally haven't seen a bad Denzel film.
Right. So yeah, it's just about which one. Yeah. So which one you pick? So, hey, next week, make sure y'all back here. We're gonna do that next week. We're going to do our Denzel Washington.
Maybe next week.
Oh, I forgot. If not, the week after. But we're gonna do that Denzel. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I put that on the list. But yeah, so shout out to Meagan Good and Jonathan Majors. I'm glad that they found each other. I like both of them. From what I know of them on TV, I like both of them because we all grew up loving Meagan Good, and Jonathan Majors have come on the scene, and he's taken the acting world by storm. And then he had the little incident that derailed his career a little bit. But they said the movie he got coming out, it should get him back on track. So I'm excited. I forgot what it was about, but I'm excited to see that. And I think he'll bounce back. He's still a young man. So it's just something about him. Like he just seems a little off to me. And he's always seemed a little off to me, even when he was like with Marvel. I think he does a lot of method acting. For those who don't know what method acting is, it's basically when you are like full blown, like, like that's it. Like I'm like if I'm this psycho person, then that's when I'm going to be the entire time. Like I'm not breaking character for nothing. So,
hey brother, please,
what?
Please, I please address the chat. Raven said, "What's the difference between you and Russell?" Chaz backdoor said the only difference is the bank account. Like, which that's true. But
yeah, what do you want me to address?
I mean, but you're not.
I can't address the truth.
I don't think you corny. I don't think you corny, dog.
Is that? Oh, that's what Raven's saying.
Yeah, they saying that's the difference. What's the difference between you and Russell? They say you're corny.
Raven said I'm corny.
Yeah, they saying you corny.
Raven, I'm on your behind, boy. I'm telling you, I'm firing you up, boy. Wait till I see you. Yeah, like Chad said, corny does work. It like I said, it does. It does. I think being too corny, like I will say, let me say this,
please, because what's too corny?
Let me say this. Corny works for women that got to that point in their life.
Right.
Because corny at 21 is different than corny at 31.
You feel? Listen, I can tell you off experience now. I'm gonna tell you now. First off, Casey funny. Stop being his friend, Flight. Shut up, Casey. Second of all, listen, I have picked up on Kate's ways now. The corny, like I still say some corny shit here and there, and she'll be like, oh, but then there's some shit that I'll say, and she'll be like, oh, and the R is different, and I've picked it up. She fed up with some of the shit. I picked it up. It's different. The shit that I said 10 years ago, it's completely different now. Now that we married and we've been together for a decade.
And in a sense, women have to grow because I do have a sense of corniness now. I was real corny back in the day. Like, I was real corny back in the day, and it never worked out in my favor until I got to my 30s, where I met someone that appreciated corny.
The corny. It was cute at first. In fact, oh, he really liked me. Hey, shut the fuck up. That's how quick it go. That's how quick it go.
Because I remember we're about to go in a whole different way, but I'm sorry. Yeah. I remember having these conversations. Like, I used to be like Will Smith when his daddy left him. Why she don't want me, man? You don't want me, man?
Oh, bro, I feel like only a select amount of people could really relate to this shit, dog. Because I don't do women be corny for the guys they like?
No, I
don't think they do, bro.
This is what I think. I'm what you would call a nice guy.
Same.
Which is AKA the corny guy.
Same. Yeah, facts.
Because people will be like, "Oh, you have to." Like, I remember having these conversations vividly, like they was yesterday. Oh man, you gotta stop acting like you like her, because then that's gonna let her know that you like her.
Like,
and I never understood that philosophy.
What's the point? Because like, we think off of common sense, bro. If I like her, and I act like I like her, she's gonna like me back if she likes me.
Right.
But she doesn't know if I like her if I don't say anything. So if I do or say things that show that I like her, she'll be able to say that she likes me back. Why would I act like a jerk to push her further away from me if I like her? But apparently shit like that works. Because let us be the nice guys and act like a jerk, an asshole. Now we're a jerk and an asshole. Because we're not what we usually are. You know what I'm saying?
But I will say this though. I remember these days when we would go out on 6th Street. I feel comfortable talking about this. I remember them days we would go out and you know, what happened? What the chat say?
The chat said some girl ghosted you because you got a flat tire on the way.
Yeah. Yeah, heck yeah. I was feeling the girl too. We was talking, you know, chopping it up. You know, it was a little above my level at the time. When I was lame and Dame, and I remember talking, and I remember I was coming off of 45, making it right on 1960. I was getting ready to head down 1960, and I remember my tire caught a flat. And I said, oh, hold on. I said, I'm gonna call you back. I think my tire just went flat. I never heard from her since.
Like, you mean like that's just some shit? It could have been anything. A nail, a rock, random ass other tire on the road. We know how Houston freeways be. They got random ass debris on the road. It could have been anything. You mean to tell me my boy got a flat? My brother get a flat, and you can't give him a chance?
Oh, flat. This one girl told me. One girl told me. I said, well, what did I do? She's like, man, you're just not interesting. What?
Hey, I feel you. I had a girl tell her friend to break up, like that she didn't want to be with me no more because I was too nice.
How old were you?
I don't know. I was a teenager.
My point exactly. So that brings it to what I originally said. Okay, let me see. Because did you know you had bad time? I don't have time. But you know, cases like me personally, I'm not the biggest car person. Like I always get tired, but I don't be trying to go and get right because Jazz said I wish we could see your face right now because I know you staring into the camera. But
man, wow, I definitely was. I definitely was.
I think I remember. So I remember going out on 6th Street or wherever. It don't even matter, not 6th Street. Wherever we went out, whether it was Washington Street or we used to go out all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I was never the type of brother like I don't have Riz. I like that's what the young folks call it nowadays.
Yeah,
like I'll see some videos on TikTok where niggas be walking up on the grave like, "What's your name?" They know how to talk their way into a phone number. I wasn't like that. I didn't have that kind of game because I was corny. So what I was good at group events. Like if it was a group project, count me in because I know how to play my role in a group project. But I will say this though, the most interactions I always got though was, so let's say if, I'm not gonna say no names, but let's say if some person was talking to somebody and then this person was talking to this person and there's a group of people, I would then come in, I would wiggle my way in and I would talk about them like in a joking way. Right. I'd be like, dang girl, you wore them. I said, why you wore them jeans with them shoes or something like that. I'm not nothing like disrespectful, like dang girl, why you got hair growing from under your arms? I wouldn't say nothing like that, you know, like, but I would be like, dang girl, so you why you wore you got your stomach all out, you know, so like something like this, something to get their attention. Boy, you don't know what you're talking about. Bam. Being rude worked.
Yeah.
Being rude or a jerk,
because she probably said that shit with a boy. What you talking? Charlie said it with a smile or some shit.
Because everybody that night is telling them, "Oh, you look good, mama. Come here, like da da da." Everybody was telling them that. So when you come and tell them something a little different, and you show them that you're not really there for all that, like, girl, I don't care what you look like.
See, because I never said anything. I just paid them no, never mind. I didn't look at them.
Right.
Didn't care.
Right.
Then they'd be like, "Oh, why you so quiet?" Oh, I'm vibing. I'm just chilling. I'm with the homies. I'm vibing.
Right. And for me, like I said, I was always just a cool person that was just chilling, bro. And my personality, because I could take over a room. Right. So I didn't want to be. You see the video where like, how people be acting when they had the girls come over and stuff, and they be doing so much like that. That was never me. But people, I just, you know, you just play your cards right, and sometimes, hey, you win. Sometimes you lose.
So, you gotta know when.
But always be yourself though. Like if I'm talking to somebody, I got like one of the little homies at work, man, and he'll come up to me and he'll just say something like, you know, like, man, you know, I just this girl. I always give him some advice. I tell him all the same thing, bro. I say, don't ever stop being yourself, because somebody will come along and they will like you for who you are.
Facts.
You ain't got a lot of no girl to if you want to do intimate stuff with her. Like, you ain't gotta sit here in front. Like, you ain't gotta act like you got this, you got that. Man, a girl already know when she get with you if she gonna do something with you or not.
Facts.
Just be yourself.
Facts.
Just be yourself. Like all that trying to be cool and talk suave and do this and do that, and then that's not who you are.
Yeah, that ain't you. That ain't
just
you.
Be
why
yourself,
you
bro.
Yeah, why you doing
man, my first date with Chaz, man, I'm goofy. That's who I was. I knocked the coal in her drink. I'm just goofy.
Oh, I remember you saying that.
Yeah, I just try to crack jokes and make people laugh. And that's my personality. To this day, I'm still that same funny, outgoing, goofy, loving person.
Right.
She said, I wouldn't know y'all today if I met Real back with that epic shirt on. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
That's crazy.
There you go, Charm. CBU. And Charm is a great example of that. That nigga always. I've seen Charm work in a lot of different ways, and no matter what, and no matter who he was dating in his life, Charmin has never changed up. He has always been himself.
From the short time I've known Charm, he's never changed up. He's always been him, and that's like, it don't matter how many times people roast him, talk about him, clown. No matter what, that is something that I have high respect for Charm. Is that no matter what, he's always going to be him. And that's in this and how we live today in this world now, That's something that's a very difficult to come across because people always change up for the people that they around because they want to seem cool for the people that they around, the people that they really, really fuck with. Char, it don't matter. It does not matter. That motherfucker's self-esteem is super high. His confidence is super high. And there's nothing that you can say that's going to deter him off of being him. Like, bro, for that charm, if I haven't told you before, you ain't got nothing but respect for me, brother, because that's a very difficult thing to do in this day and age, bro.
And I would encourage people, bro, like, in everything. I echo everything you said. I mean, I agree with everything that you said, but I know, bro, how I try to act with no matter what situation I'm around. Like, I love to adapt my situation, but I'm always going to adapt a little bit. So, like, let's just say, like, there's two different sides of the family. One side of the family is different. One side of the family is different than another side of the family. But I'm going to act the same in a sense, but I know how to, balance it. But you always be yourself. How I am, of course, you have to change certain things, but I can be one way. I can be myself, whether I'm at work, whether I'm hanging out with y'all, whether I'm hanging out with Chaz, whether I'm hanging out with Raven and them, whether we got people at the house, and not say every day is going to be like, I got so much energy and crap and stuff like that. Thank you. Yeah, exactly. Because you can adapt and still be you. There's a sense of professionalism that I will always maintain, like at work, but I will always be myself, and also with being with the people got ghetto family members. I'm gonna go hang out with the ghetto family members. I'm gonna act different than I'm gonna be with my bougie family, but I'm gonna still be myself. So I think he about to try to come back, y'all. But that no camera encouragement just is different. But yeah, that's so it's. Hey man, if you out there, you trying to find y'all somebody, like if you still trying to find you somebody, be yourself. There's nothing wrong with how God created you. Well, there probably is something wrong with some of y'all, but it's okay to change some things up to fit a little bit. There's probably something wrong with something wrong with Raven. I know she had to make some changes. Casey, I know the Lord's still working on you. But he ain't done with you yet, Casey. I think Flight trying to get back in here, y'all. That was a fun conversation, though. That's a fun conversation. Confidence, man. Confidence. She said, "Oh no." Confidence is one thing, man. And I feel like people lose confidence. People lose confidence when they're trying to be something that they're not. Like, if you just be yourself, you'll be fine. Everybody's screws ain't tight. You ain't lying about that, man. You ain't lying. I know he working on you. I know he is. I know you is. But remember, your polar night won't last forever.
I just can't remember that at the right time.
The sun will rise again. Hey, Flight. So real quick. Last thing, I just saw this real quick. I just want your quick thought.
Yeah.
So I saw this story. I didn't get the details because details don't matter. So I saw this lady, this mom, the son came home with $100,000 in cash.
Mm-hmm.
And so she took the cash and brought it to the police. Because she said, whatever you getting into stops today.
Mm-hmm.
How you feel about that? So I think it was like 13 years old. 13-year-old son comes. Let me see if I can find the.
I feel like my mom would do the same thing. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I would be mad as hell.
Yeah, yes, mama took the money. Right. And gave it to the police. And I was reading the comment. This case, mama need to mind her business. The comment said, you just got your son. The comment said, you just got your son killed. That probably what is funny. That's not funny.
That's not funny, dog. That's not funny.
You probably
That's not funny, bro. That's not funny, dog.
I mean, if my child came home with $100,000, I just want to ask a few questions before I just give it to the police.
Like question one,
where'd you get this money from?
And okay. Question two.
The next question probably would be, how long have you had this money? Question three.
Yep.
Do you have any more?
Okay. And what's the final question? Or is there a couple more?
It depends on his answers. From there, that's the setup. Because whatever he tells me, that's the way I gotta go.
Okay.
Because
so let's start back from question one. Go ahead.
What was question one? Where did you get this money from?
I just found it on the street. Hold on, wait. Let's set the scene for sure.
Okay, let me get my Jonathan Majors on.
All right, now ask your question again.
Where'd you get all this money from?
I just found it on the street.
Is that your corny teenager voice? you method acting right now. My bad. On the street, where?
When I was walking home from school.
Is my son gay? Is he gay? I'm trying to confuse.
Nah, just ain't hit puberty at the time everybody else did.
Like, he said, I'm on the way home from school. My son gay in the middle. On the way home from school. You know what? You can have it, man. Keep the money. Keep the
Appreciate it. Mm-hmm. I knew that I'd get you. I was slinging drugs.
All right. All right. Okay, if it's corny behind brought home some money like that, I don't trust it. The parent and the child not adding up. Is this child adopted? I don't know what's going on, y'all.
The crazy thing is like that's just the voice changer. There ain't no way in hell I can make my voice that high.
Oh, you use the actual voice changer?
Oh yeah, I got the whole T-Pain effect and shit too.
Oh, that's live.
Tight shit. You know. Name, let me talk to you. Let me buy you a drink. All of that shit. The whole auto-tune, everything.
So did you like hit the gay button?
No, that was it said baby.
Interesting.
He said, did you hit the gay? First off, do you know how many problems would come if a company released a voice changer and there was a gay button? That's gonna be some problems.
They want representation, right?
Country gay farmer.
Raven, I got a question.
Country gay farmer. It's crazy.
Country gay. So why do gay dudes change their voice but not lesbians? What's the difference?
Hey, wrap this episode up. Wrap it up.
But why?
Wrap it up,
like,
B.
Why do the men be like
wrap it up?
Hey, but women just
wrap
be like
up,
normal,
B.
like, hey, you so stupid. They sound normal, but dudes they stretch all their letters out.
Wrap it up, B.
All right, man. I hate when I have questions and you don't let me get an answer. You know that's a very good question. Like, well, because some of them be like, some of them girls be having deep voices. They be like, "What's up?" Especially them WNBA chicks. I tell you when I met Brittany.
There's only one that you're thinking of.
Yeah, Brittany Griner. When I met her,
exactly.
when she saw my brother, she was like, "What's up, Brandon?" She looked like Carmelo Anthony.
Okay, bro.
Key definitely sounds feminine, especially when she on that couch with that blanket over her legs.
What?
Y'all don't know what y'all be talking about. Y'all don't know what y'all. I can't wait to the. Oh, I can't wait to the game.
Man, y'all
Yeah,
lucky.
yeah, we're gonna talk about. Yeah,
y'all lucky. I can't get out there next weekend. Oh, y'all lucky. I don't know why y'all lucky. I just want to hear the conversation. I ain't got no input. I just want to be there as just an innocent bystander.
Because that night after the engagement party,
I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to bring it up. Hey.
When I say laughing till your kidneys hurt, boy,
no, it was legendary, dog.
That was one of the great funny nights that we've had. Like, oh my god, it was just comedy everywhere. Everybody was on one. So, all right, I'm sorry.
Y'all just some funny individuals, man. I already know.
And that'd be them. I just be listening. But all right. So I think that was it. So yeah, so we don't know if we're gonna be live next week. We're gonna keep y'all waiting on that one. As far as to see what flight is looking like, because he's gonna be getting ready to make his way down to H-Town for Thanksgiving week. Just a couple of things just to keep y'all up to date, y'all. Remember, we go live on Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Please, y'all, especially our core people, man. If y'all can get 10 people, if y'all can find 10 people like the Ravens, the Caseys, Chaz, all our people, we get Mama, we get Kate. Y'all can find 10 people each to just share this with, just to tell them to hit subscribe. Tell them they can just watch one video, come watch one episode. If they don't like it, that's fine. But just they can be subscribed, as we are at 978, 777, 970. We're almost where we need to be at to get to 1,000 as we get ready to approach the level of monetization. So we're closing in pretty hard. My goal is to get there before the end of the year. So if we can get 30 more subscribers, 26 more, 26 or 24. I can't think my math right now. We can get 26 more subscribers, and to get to that,
we talked about that.
Huh?
I said math is hard. Remember, we talked about that.
Yeah, we did. We definitely talked about that. Yes, I remember. But we can get 26 subscribers to come on the channel and to subscribe to the channel, so we can get to that 1,000 mark. And then it don't stop there. We're going to keep going after that, but we want to get to there. We got to reach one goal so we can keep on pushing. Also, make sure you go follow and go check out twitch.tv/Vino Flight. Twitch.tv/Vino Flight as he goes live Daner daily on there, as well as myself, twitch.tv/Petrie Perfect. We do our gaming content on there. I was able to become affiliate on there, so now I'm like the last of the Mohegans to become affiliate. And I think I just earned my first $20.
Mohegans is crazy.
So I'm excited about that. So just support the gaming content, support the podcast content. If we don't see y'all next week, happy Thanksgiving.
Yep.
For sure. Make sure y'all help. I hope y'all have an awesome Thanksgiving with your families. Please, y'all don't get into being a big back. Don't get into the food that much. Don't try to be eating up all the greens, the beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, all that. Just stay out of it. I hope everybody have a good time. Maurice just came here and told me, I love y'all, bro. Love you too, I guess.
That's crazy, man. He came in here with some encouragement. You just hit him with the love you too, I guess. Hey, man. Yeah. Hey, Mo. Appreciate you, gang.
Appreciate you, bro. That's the Average Mo Show. Shout out to Matt Average Mo Show. Twitch.tv/Average Mo Show. So y'all make sure y'all go support all that as well.
Real's about to get the roast.
Yeah, well, I wasn't, man. But we if y'all want to, we'll be live on our I'll be live on Twitch for a little bit tonight after the show.
Yeah,
y'all want to come back there, continue the conversation. We'll probably be live together. So if y'all want to continue the conversations, y'all come on over to the live stream. Other than that, Vino, do you have anything that you had to announce or say?
Nah, man. Nah, nothing at all.
If you're interested in any merch, this is one of the logos that we got, the new shirts. Let me move all my diamonds out the way. This is one of the merch that we have, the Don't Cancel Me shirt, the Don't Cancel Me hat. If y'all want something, get with me. I can get a price for y'all, as I can do wholesale for right now as we get these shirts out there. I want people to start having some some merch. So if you like this shirt, if you like this hat, get with me so I can get that ordered for you and get you one. We also have stuff with the other logos as well. So the hat, the shirts, I'm gonna try to get some different colors so I can start wearing them on the shows weekly and stuff like that. So my goal is to start wearing nothing but Don't Cancel Me merch on the shows when we go live. Flight, if you're coming in next week, I will get with her to see if we can get you a shirt made so you can take back home with you. So yeah, but other than that, hope everybody have a blessed night. Thank y'all for tuning in, staying with us on this Tuesday night. Sorry for keeping y'all a little bit too long. Remember, the polar night, the darkness does not last forever. The sun will shine again. This is Petrie Perfect.
I'm Vino Flight.
And this is the Don't Cancel Me podcast, man. We hope to see y'all next week. Peace.
Peace.